Ever walk past a park and noticed a tent that clearly wasn't set up for a weekend camping trip? Or maybe you've seen someone asleep on a bench, their worldly belongings packed into a shopping cart that looks like it's seen better days. Yeah, it's the kind of sight that can make you look away and suddenly become very interested in a crack on the sidewalk. But let's not do that today. Instead, let's dive into a reality we often ignore: homelessness. Not just stats and sad stories, though there's plenty of that, but the why, the how, and most importantly, what we can do about it. America's homelessness crisis is like your phone's battery, getting worse by the second and somehow impossible to fix. Major cities are now dotted with tent neighborhoods, not the quirky, Instagram worthy kind, but the kind that scream, "We failed as a society." And it's not just big cities. Small towns and suburbs are feeling the pinch too. It's like Oprah decided to give out homelessness instead of cars. You get a housing crisis, and you get a housing crisis. Here's a number that should make you spit out your coffee. Over 500,000 people are experiencing homelessness on any given night in the United States. That's more people than it would take to fill the biggest football stadium in the country. Twice. Los Angeles, a city where dreams are made or broken, has a staggering 60,000 homeless individuals. That's like a whole town with no roofs, no walls, just vibes. New York City, over 88,000 people seeking refuge in shelters nightly. It's like Times Square, but without the overpriced hot dogs and street performers. And behind these numbers are stories, real ones. Meet Sarah, a single mom who lost everything after a medical emergency. Now she's raising her kids in the backseat of her car. If that doesn't make you think twice about buying that $7 latte, I don't know what will. Then there's Michael, a veteran who fought battles abroad only to return home and fight a new one: PTSD and homelessness. And Emily, who fled an abusive relationship only to find the streets weren't exactly a safe haven either. Homelessness doesn't discriminate, it's an equal opportunity nightmare. Now let's get real for a second. The main culprits: sky high housing costs and wages so low they could limbo under a bar set on the floor. Take Los Angeles. It's the land of movie stars and red carpets. Unless you're on Skid Row, where the carpets are made of dirt and your audience is pigeons. Housing costs there are so ridiculous, even Monopoly wouldn't let you buy property there without passing Go at least 17 times. And then there's San Francisco. Thanks to the tech boom, rents are higher than Snoop Dogg at a reggae festival. Longtime residents are being priced out, leaving them with two options: leave the city or start their own tent startup. Cities are trying to fix the problem with everything from temporary shelters to housing first initiatives. Housing first basically means giving people a place to live before asking them to solve all their other problems. Because, shocking as it may seem, solving addiction or mental health issues is easier when you're not living under a bridge. But these solutions need cash, lots of it, and political will, like the kind of will that doesn't vanish after a heated town hall meeting. Feeling powerless yet? Well, don't. Even small actions help. Donate to shelters, volunteer, or just treat people with dignity. Seriously, a smile can go a long way. And if you can't afford to give money, try kindness. It's free and doesn't require a credit check. Because at the end of the day, homelessness isn't just about homes, it's about humanity. And while you may not be able to solve the entire crisis, you can be part of the solution. So, the next time you walk past that bench or that tent, remember, those are people. They have stories, struggles, and most importantly, hope. And hope, my friends, is contagious.